alma mater. That you remain standing for our student addresses. First, Junior Drum Major, Robbie Callahan.
Good evening, everyone. We are thrilled to welcome you to tonight's game where your Rusk Eagles take on the Athens Hornets. Thank you to all our Rusk Eagle fans who have continued to support our team through all the ups and downs. To the Athens Hornets, we extend a warm and respectful welcome. We look forward to a night of great sportsmanship, competition, and community spirit. And to our Rusk Eagle fans, let's show that famous Rusk pride by filling the stands with energy and enthusiasm. As our Rusk Eagles take the field, let's cheer louder than ever. Be loud, be proud. Go Eagles!
And now we have Kevin Swindell. Kevin's a junior student, member of Sports Med, FCS, Student Council, Band, Taffy, National Honor Society, and Beta. And now, Kevin Swindell.
Ask everyone to bow their heads. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for another game. God, we thank you for another day. Most of all, we thank you for waking us up this morning in our right minds with all the activities of our limbs. God, we just want to say thank you because we could be still laying in bed or our alarm clock still could be going off. But God, we thank you right now for us being here, for helping us to be in our right minds, to have all the activities of our limbs. Now, Lord, we just want to say thank you for everything. We thank you for everything before we ask you for anything. Now, Lord, we ask you to forgive us for anything we done said, did, or even thought of. God, we just ask you to touch us right now. Each individual in this stadium right now, God, we just ask you to touch them mentally, God, touch them spiritually, and touch them physically. God, we just ask you to touch our football players of both teams, God. If there's any injuries, we just ask you to let them be minor. Don't let them be severe, God. We just ask you to cover them in the name of Jesus. Cover them with your blood, God. Cover the cheerleaders with your blood. Cover the drill team, God. Cover, Lord, right now in the name of Jesus. Cover the trainers, God. Everyone that's a part of this game, cover them right now. God, we just ask you to give them wisdom and knowledge to do whatever they need to do and do it right, God. And we just ask you to touch the people right now. Touch all these people that are here, God. If they're dealing with anxiety, if they're dealing with depression, you said in your word, cast all your cares upon him before you care for us, God. So we just ask you to touch us right now. Strengthen us for the days ahead, God. Help us to get through the rest of this school. God, we just ask you to help us get rest of this school, God. We just ask you to touch us right now. Give us wisdom and knowledge. Protect us. Lord, we just ask you to stay the hand of the devil, God. Oh, Lord, we just thank you right now. We thank you for all things. We thank you for everything, God. Lord, touch us from the top of our heads, God, to the soles of our feet. We rebuke the devil right now. Don't let the devil come in not 1 inch. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
I told a story about this Crescent boy that went with me years ago to an Aggie game, and he wasn't very appreciative because when we didn't win the game, he pulls out about all these sugar packs.
Tonight. Let your brother count on you every play tonight. Okay? And come out and have fun. The gates are locked. Ain't nobody getting out now. They can't run. The gates are locked. Let's bring the fight to them, guys. Yes, sir. Hey, brother. Let's pray.
And good afternoon, everybody. It is Keith here with Vince. I got Christian to my right. He's going to be our little producer for today. I got Isaiah on the top. He's doing the camera work for today's game. And we are excited to be here at Eagle Stadium at Jim Swink Field. We got the
Absolutely.
Vince, how's it going, man?
How you doing?
I know you're here. I was trying to say the captain's heading to the field. And Vince, if you can get me the Athens captains, did you look at that?
Okay. Oh, I was actually checking the others. But
I apologize.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So I see we have Mason Shelton, number 16. A lot of them are covered up.
Yeah, I'm looking at that as well. I'll go ahead and do the Rusk ones real quick. We got number 8, Aiden Barnett. Number 9, Trent Byers. Number 7, Arthur Hill. And number 5, Jermichael Stearns, the quarterback. So we're going to wait and see how it turns. I'm going to help Mr. Vince here when we can finally see. Looks like Russ is going to win the toss. I'm going to defer to the second half. I do see number 45, Vince. No, is that a number 45?
I see number 8, Jaden Davis.
Athens will have the ball to start the ball game, and here we go.
And
so 15, actually. You've got 15. Did you get him?
15.
Jabari Taylor.
I said 16.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. Jace Warren, number 11, is also another one.
I got it right. Okay. And then number 11.
Yeah.
Number 11.
Yep. Jace Warren.
Okay.
Jabari Taylor and Mason Shelton, number 16, as well as number 8. And I have to say that is the biggest number 8 I have ever seen in Jaden Davis. He's a junior coming in. We got a big game here. 5-2 is Athens coming into this game. Rusk having a rough season, Vince, with a 2-5 start. Both teams 1-1 in district. Mm-hmm. So they've evened it out in district, and Rusk hoping to get a win here because they have a real tough game next week here at home with Carthage.
Yes. So, the good thing about district is you kind of throw out the last 5 games,
right?
The non-district. The only thing that matters is district.
Yeah.
We do have to cover the non-district games and let you guys know, hey, they struggled. But, only thing that matters is district, right?
Exactly.
So they've broken even. They can get a win here tonight, and they're on top. So
yeah, Aiden White back deep in for Athens for the kickoff return. As number 13 does a little pooch kick over. That's Carlos Gallen, and he goes out of bounds, but it's caught. Are they saying that Rusk got it? They're not.
I think it went out of bounds before he was able to.
But it looks like maybe since there's no flag on the play, I guess a Rusk guy knocked it out of bounds, and I think that's what they're saying on that end of the ball. So Athens is going to have the ball. First down and 10 from the 40-yard line. No, they did throw the flag.
They did.
So I don't see a flag in this.
That's weird.
Is this the same crew we had a couple weeks ago where you didn't see a flag?
There's no flag on the field at
Christian,
all.
did you see a flag on the field? You're kind of my producer, but you're also my eyes since you're younger than both of us. He's not saying anything, so he wasn't watching. He's on his phone. Shocker, young guy on his phone. We got first and 10 from the 45 now for Athens.
The Athens Hornets.
So here we go. And a throw to the outside. That's a quick one by Spencer Barnett. And thrown out, and that's going to be a flag. That is a big, bad play. And that was number 18, Drew Lane, who drew that penalty. David Richardson's the quarterback. Yeah. Sorry, I was reading the wrong one.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to correct you, but I was like, maybe I was looking at the wrong thing.
No, I was looking at the wrong one because I was trying to get my light here. We just turned off the lights in the press box, and I was trying to get my light working. But Andrew Lane, and that's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a personal foul. He was about 5 yards into the end zone vent, or into the sideline vents, and chunked. Number 15, Jabari.
A lot of times I like to.
Or 18,
I like to defend
Emmanuel
momentum.
Moore. Yeah.
But in that case, that was just
that wasn't momentum. That was just being mean.
Yeah.
David Richardson.
You can even hear one of the coaches say,
yeah.
What do you think?
Richardson shotgun formation. Jace Warren to his left. He's going to hand off. No, fakes it off. He fakes me out. Okay. And a good pass to the outside.
And he hits number 18, Emmanuel Moore. Again.
Yeah, Emmanuel Moore does a good job to hold on to that ball as a couple of the defenders. That's going to be number 7, Arthur Hill, and number 1, Adrian Tumblin for the Rusk Eagles, who get it, but it's going to be a good 5-yard gain. It'll be second down and about 5.
Emmanuel Moore is a 6'3" junior wide receiver.
A lot of big boys out there.
Yeah, they really
I didn't hit 6 foot till I graduated high school, but
I still haven't hit it yet.
Yeah,
so
well,
I don't know.
I was 5'11". I was 5'10", 5'11" when I graduated, and now I'm 6'3". So
oh, wow.
there is something to say for after high school, but it's going to be 2nd down and 5. Richardson with the fake on the handoff and a wide open receiver.
Okay.
That's Julius Brewer. And he's down the sidelines. No one's going to hit him, and he knocks out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
Okay.
Tumbling gets him. Flag is down at about the 15 yard line, however, and it's going to be coming back.
Coming back, yeah.
Probably have an illegal block.
I would say either that or holding. It might be holding.
Possibly.
And I don't know why, but I feel like they might be
holding
calling it on Shelton here. The way he was standing, it was like they may have called it on him.
And I can't hear the referee, but it was going to be holding, so that's going to bring him back. It's going to be a spot foul, I believe. So because it's a spot foul, the result of the play is going to be a first down, and they're going to lose the 5 yards from the spot of the foul. Or excuse me, the 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 yard line for Athens, and they are in Eagle territory. I want to thank you for watching. If you are watching, go ahead and chat with us. I got the chat line open. Love to hear where you're watching from. Richardson, little fake. Checks the signs. And the timeout's going to be called.
Guess he didn't like what he saw.
Nope, really didn't like what he saw. Coach didn't like it, so we're going to have a timeout by Athens. That's going to be their first of the half. We're going to take a timeout with them. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're watching NetSN on Friday Night Football here in East Texas.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
And we are back. 11:02 left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 after the timeout. Richardson hands off. And that's going to be to Colton Anderson, I believe. And, man, he's taken down by a slew of Eagles. I'm sorry, I keep reading the long one. Jace Warren, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I got
to turn the page. That's my problem. I got a notebook here, and I got to turn the page. My bad, guys.
Right. We'll get it together.
Man. Well, I was off last week, so I have a little bit of a delay.
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
I apologize, everybody. I promise you.
We're fine.
It'll get better. It will get better. 2nd down and 8. And no handoff there by Richardson. He's going to throw to the outside.
Looks like he hit number 4, Drayvon Russell.
Yeah, Drayvon Russell on the outside. He's going to be taken down by number 15, Zachary Adams, outside linebacker, junior. And going to gain about 4 on the play. So it'll be 3rd down and 2, maybe 2.5 from this angle. And the clock down, 9:58 left in the quarter, 17 seconds on the play clock.
Is this a Wildcat?
And the Wildcat.
Okay.
And that's going to be number 15, Jabari Taylor, going to run it up the middle, and that's a first down and a couple of more yards past the line to gain as Taylor just rumbling, tumbling forward.
Taylor is a sophomore, 5'11" sophomore, who actually plays outside linebacker and middle linebacker.
Well, right there, he played fullback.
Yeah, and it works.
They don't do much of it anymore.
Yeah,
which is dangerous.
I
love
the days of fullback. Yeah,
I played scout team fullback when I
I did too at times.
That.
Yeah.
1st and 10, Richardson in the backfield. Warren to his left. He's going to hand it off to Warren, and he's tripped up in the backfield. That's going to be by number 9.
That's the thing about
Trent
those
Byers.
Eagles. They don't give you much ground.
No.
They don't give you much real estate out there.
Byers comes from that linebacker position. And I believe that was Trent Byers. Yeah, he came actually all the way back from way in the defensive backfield. It's going to bring up second down and no gain on that last play. So second down and 10. Clock running, 8:57 left in the quarter. We are still in the first here at Eagle Stadium, Jim Swink Field. Richardson fakes the handoff, pulls, throws, wide open receiver in the middle, touchdown, number 18, Emmanuel Moore.
Emmanuel Moore with that touchdown.
The 6'3" junior coming out. Touchdown for Athens.
And they're on the board early.
They are on the board. First drive, first touchdown. Good drive, though, by the Hornets to just kind of methodically move down the field.
They had one or two missteps, but yeah, good drive.
Point after attempt. It's going to be number 17, Augustin Rodriguez. The kick is up.
Almost blocked.
And, yeah, it was a little low off the leg, but it is in and it is good. And touchdown for Athens as they lead 7-0 with 8:42. We're still way early in this game, so we'll be right back. You're watching NetSN.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
Yeah, that constancy.
Yeah. We are back. And Athens coming off a great drive there, Vince, in that first offensive show here. Now we're ready for Rusk to come out.
Looks like we have number 6, Chad McEwen, back for receive the kick. I can't get that other one over there. I can't get his number.
I can't either. It's probably tumbling. Augustin Rodriguez is going to kick it way back, though. Number 14 is going to fumble it.
He fumbled.
And we got a fumble on the play.
I think Athens has it.
Yep, they do. Xavier Reggie tried to catch it. It was off the tips.
Man. You know,
and I believe that was number 14.
When the ball goes over your head.
Yeah.
Don't forget about it. It's not for you.
You cannot do that. That's a horrible.
He kept backing up and he turned to try to get it.
And that puts the Hornets in a good position, Vince.
Really
at first down and 10 from.
That's just such a bad mistake.
The Eagle 28-yard line. And, you know, the Rusk coaches cannot be very happy right now.
Yeah, you got to trust the guy behind you. I know what you're thinking. The ball's coming to you. It's in the moment. Oh, it's coming towards me. But once it goes over your head, just get out of the way. Go make a block.
Game tonight brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau, Brandy Garner. Richardson back, two-step drop. He throws, and it's intercepted. And he's going down the sideline. That's number
Zachary Adams, number 15.
Yep, 15 is going. He's going to get to about the 35-yard line. I'm trying to see. It was number 20, Dayton.
That he was
Peary.
For, yeah.
Dayton Peary is the one who hit the quarterback. He hit Richardson and caused the ball. I mean, and I don't even think that Richardson saw him coming.
Nah.
He took a two-step drop.
He was crowded, but he didn't see it coming. And what a way to just make up for that mistake just a play ago. The defense really bailed him out on it.
And the pocket was collapsing around Richardson, and he did well to stand in there, but Peary just came in and whopped him. And now Rusk back at it. Well, for the very first time, not back at it, but at it for the first time, as Stearns gets it. Three-step drop, throws outside, has a man open, but he throws it too far.
He put too much mustard on that one.
Little bit too much.
Too much on that
I think that was
Send it back. I don't want it.
Barnett. I think that was Aiden Barnett out there.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I believe that's Aiden Barnett, the senior.
So it'll be second down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Drew Lane heading out. Drew Lane, their main running back. Pretty good running back. Actually, not pretty good. Very good running back.
Very good, yeah.
And a handoff to Lane. And he goes up the middle. And, he gains about 2 before he's dragged back behind the line of scrimmage. And Lane, on the season right now, is averaging about 70 yards a game. So not bad.
That's a sophomore.
For Drain. Yeah, he's
not bad at all.
70 yards a game on 70 carries.
Yeah.
349, about 350 yards total. And he averages about 5 yards a carry. So there's a pass to the outside. And again, he throws it too hard.
A little too much on
and
it
too far, a little bit more. Braden Grimes.
He's too excited right now. He just got to calm down and let it come to him.
So Braden Grimes was the intended receiver. And just like that, the Rusk offense is off the field again.
Yeah. I mean, he had no way of catching that pass. No way of getting to that one.
So the punt team is out there for the Eagles. And I believe Jabari Taylor is back deep.
No,
that's...
Oh, it bounced forward. That's a good punt.
That is a good punt.
That's
I didn't get to see exactly who it was.
I didn't see who got it, but I think it was on the 9. It's either the 9 or the 10.
Yeah,
it's
somewhere around there. And number 49, which number 49 we don't have on our roster.
I'm wrong. I'm saying that's 15. It's on the 15. Sorry about that, guys.
Let's see if I can look up that 49 because with that good of a punt, and he's also a player, but he deserves to be called, a name to be called. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line as Richardson and company head out.
Yeah, they don't even have a punter listed on here.
And it's going to be handoff up the middle. A gain of that's going to go. He's still moving.
Wow.
I can't even talk. Watching the game.
Warren, is it?
I believe that was Warren. That's Chase Warren.
Yeah.
The running back. Wow. He gets hit 2 yards past the line of scrimmage and gains another 12 yards after the initial hit.
Only 5'8", but I mean he plays running back and linebacker, so yeah, he's kind of stocky.
So number 49 is Jacoby Alderete. Alderete. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, but he is the punter. There's the throw, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of Julius Brewer. And he was covered by about 3 Rusk Eagles there and still managed to get a hand on it at least.
Yeah.
We got a chat earlier by Robert and Jenny's Adventures asking about why so late. The game time was 7:30.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure
that's kind of
what you're speaking. Somebody came and asked about us the game as being at 8 o'clock.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
not quite sure.
It's 7:30.
And I apologize if you thought it was going to be late or something like that. Yeah, 7:30 was the game time.
It's not 8 o'clock yet at all. So.
Up the middle. That's going to be Jace Warren. He gets midfield. He's still going to the 40 and taken down at about the 42, maybe 3-yard line. Looks like that's where they're going to mark him. And they're deep, at the 38-yard line. I apologize.
Now they're in Rusk territory. Wow, just like that, one play. Coast to coast.
Very good run, and they're going to referee trying to get the attention of the clock person up here. And now the clock is running. 6:35 left in the first quarter. And big number 15, Jabari Taylor, is next to Richardson in the back. So 1st and 10, handoff to Taylor. Taylor hit as he goes, and he gets another 2 or 3 yards afterwards. And he's finally taken down by number 7. That's going to be Arthur Hill.
And Taylor, another sophomore, 5'11" sophomore. Athens seems to be pretty young.
Yes.
A lot of the starters are juniors. And, I see some seniors on the team, but a lot of the names we're calling tonight are just juniors and sophomores. That's a good problem to have.
It is. Well, they only have 10 seniors total.
Wow.
And they have 2 pages worth of players. Handoff to Taylor again. He's going to run up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, and he makes it right to the line of game.
At the first down marker.
Doesn't quite get there, but he's just shy of it. And Kyle Hooper and company for the Eagles take him down. That'll bring up 3rd down and just short.
Richardson comes out of the game, so they must be about to do Wildcat again.
Yeah, and that's number 14. Is that number 14 coming out, Juan Cleto? No, that's number 11. That's Jace Warren. They have these, and it bothers me. They take their jerseys and they tuck them up underneath their
you can't
shoulder pads, so it's hard to see their numbers when they're coming in. Taylor up the middle, and he gets that first down and a little bit more. He jukes and moves. He's down to the 15, 10. Comes up the middle, down to about the 4-yard line, and taken down. Looks like Braden Grimes and Zamarian Tilley.
If you're watching live, you can rewind that and go back.
I think somebody's shoes were left at about the 20-yard line.
Yeah,
I couldn't see who it was. I was watching him go, but yeah, one of these days we're working on getting replay. Right now we don't have it.
Right now we don't have it.
We're working on it.
Doesn't mean it's not coming.
No, but if we had it, we would go back, and I would go back and to the left. On that one, he just moved. They're in the wildcat position again, and that's Taylor fumbles it, but he grabs it and down to about the 1.
Yeah.
He does a good job. He kind of tumbles his hands a little bit, but he does do a good job.
They're going to stay out there again.
Yeah, they're going to try there. That's, I guess, the wildcat for Athens is the same way we had a goal line back when I played. That's the goal line type defense or offense back in the day. So. Yeah, it looks like Warren and Taylor, in that Wildcat goal line defense. Better watch out, though. He may pull up and throw, but nope, not this time. And he's taken down. Oh, great job. And they're going to call a face mask, and he did not. He grabbed him around, and that's going to be number 24, Kyle Hooper, in a bad call. Horrible call if it's what I think they're going to call. He had him around the neck. Beautiful play. And if they call it, then Kyle Hooper is going to get shafted, as well as the Rusk Eagles, and a fresh set of downs and about a quarter of an inch of a yard after a beautiful defensive play. That is just so. And look, I'll tell you right now, and all of you know, we don't have a dog in the fight.
No,
we're not a part of either team. And I'd call it either way. But that was a bad call by the referee. That was horrible. Handoff up the middle, and he's hit, and touchdown.
He's in. Yep.
That was Jace Warren after a cruddy call by the man in the white hat, who should know better than to call something like that. You can't call a face mask when they're hugging, and he's pulling the guy down from the back of the neck.
Yeah.
Facing the guy. You can't have a face mask when they're basically helmet to helmet. That was a bad call. I'm going to just sorry. That just bugs me. I hate that. Point after attempt is out there. Augustin Rodriguez. Kick is up. Beautiful kick.
And the kick is good. You got to forget it.
Yep. Move on.
You got to get a score here. You do not want to get too far behind early and then try to come back later. We see a lot of teams do that in high school.
And especially Rusk this season. They've done a good job. They come back after the halftime, but we still got 3:43 left in the first quarter.
So you definitely want to try to get something on the board right now in this drive.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
And we are back as Augustin Rodriguez kicks it off. It's a good kick to the outside. That's going to number 14, Xavier Reggie, who catches it this time, so he does a good job, but he's going to be taken down.
But you see, the difference was he didn't have to back up.
Well, and it was in front of him.
It dropped right in front of him. Yeah,
he kept it in front of him, did a good job.
Absolutely.
And Russ is going to take it with 3 minutes, 34 seconds left. He's going to take it on the 34-yard line, looks like. And Rusk is going to have to get out there and start making some moves here.
Now, if you know Rusk, they can turn this around in 1 or 2 plays.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
they have the speed. And actually, there was a couple of plays there where if Stearns had a little bit less oomph on it,
it would
be a tie ball game right now.
That first play, he just overthrew.
Oh, I agree. Stearns with a handoff. Lane around the outside. And he gets to the 40. He's got some room, makes some jukes and jives, and gets around to about the 49-yard line. Great play.
That's a great run by Lane.
And he says, okay, all right, Mr. Taylor, you can do it, so can I. He makes jukes and jives and gets a good run for a first down right about midfield.
Sophomore. I'm still stuck on that. Sophomore playing like that at this level. Yeah, you can expect great things.
And Rusk is a young team as well. Yeah. First down and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Pitch to Lane.
Lane to the outside. Gets past midfield, breaks it down to about the 45, slides out of bounds. I think he was kind of pushed. And they're going to put him at the Hornet 49? No, 44-yard line.
Oh, man, I'm off.
40. I do it too. I do it too. And that's why I do it. I try to do it quickly so nobody catches me, but they do. Because I'll get text or I'll email. Oh, you did that? Yeah, I know. Lane to his left as Stearns is in the shotgun. Twins to the left. Second down and 2. Handoff to Lane. Lane bounces to the outside. He's taken down.
Taken down by number 12.
Yeah,
Elijah
you got him.
Kearns.
And he's a junior, 5'11". Middle linebacker.
Like I said, a lot of youth out there tonight.
Loss of 2 on the play. It'll be third down. And a big third down here for Rusk, as they have not gotten past the 40-yard line of the Hornets yet in the ballgame.
You don't have to go big. You just need to get the first down. So I wouldn't be looking for like something huge all the way down the field. Just if you want to run like a screen or a 5-yard route, something like that.
Just don't throw this outside side pass thing.
Yeah.
Handoff to Lane. He goes up and he's hit.
Oh, he's
immediately. Oh, no, yeah, that's going to have to be something, but they're not going to call that. That's a little, LaAndre Harper.
That's so close, man. I might try it, but
LaAndre Harper is the defensive end for Athens, because that looks like they run a 50 defense, so it means they have a nose guard, I believe. But no, he's a defensive tackle, my bad. But anyway, he's the one who made that stop. So we got a punt coming out. Good snap. Good punt. High to the outside. And they're going to let that drop. It's going to take a good bounce to about the 24-yard line. That's where they'll mark it. That's where Athens will take it. 1 minute, 22 seconds left. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And we are back here at Jim Swink Field, Eagle Stadium in Rusk. Richardson for Athens takes it, hands it off.
Warren he's shifted back. Oh, my God, look at this.
He's out to the outside, going down the sidelines on the far sideline, gets past midfield and is finally taken down.
Wow. Well, I mean, he's just so shifted. You'd have thought they had him dead to rights, and he just kind of – he does his little dance and everything, razzle-dazzle, and he goes off to the right, and nobody's there.
Aiden Barnett saves a touchdown there as Warren saw all nothing but green. He was trying and does a good job. Hey, don't forget we have our chat open. We'd love for you to chat with us and let us know where you're talking from.
Let us know
talk to us a little bit.
Yeah.
We usually have more talking going on and more chatting.
What's going on tonight?
But haven't really seen anything tonight, so let us know.
Let us know. What's up?
Where's my Florida guy? There's a pass to the outside. Almost picked off. It looked like a good move by Hunter Moore. Intended to receiver is Emmanuel Moore.
Yeah.
So that'll bring up second down and 10. And Athens going to try to pack it on a little bit more. 1:04 left in the first quarter.
Got motion coming.
Handoff, that's going to be to number 6. Looks like Aiden White.
And, Rusk was not fooled by it at all.
No, not at all. That's number 5, Julius Brewer. And it looks like they didn't have a gain. So no gain on the play. I think that Brewer ran about 15 yards sideways and gained no yardage on the play.
But kudos to Russ for staying at home and waiting on him to come to him. So
they didn't fall for it.
Yeah.
Man, Athens got some big boys on that team. Good Lord. And Athens was in Chapel Hill's district last year, and we covered a lot of Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
And I watched Athens last year. Richardson back, running to the outside, finds a wide open receiver, hits him.
Number 5?
I believe that was Brewer again. Yeah. He's the one who just made the run.
Man, hit him right in the breadbasket.
Sure did. And Trent Byers was there to make the stop, but not before a first down for Athens. So first down and 10. It's going to be marked at about the 32, 33-yard line, looks like. And Richardson get his team back up. Warren's going to be to his left. Moore, single receiver, and we got a false start.
Yeah, false start. Yeah. So
they're going to stop the play. That's usually always on the offense. So they're going to back him up. And we will do this again. We're also going to see here a little bit later, probably in the next quarter, which is going to be about 12 seconds. We'll look around and check some scores throughout the area as Warren is going to take the ball up the middle. And he's going to gain about the same yardage back, so they're going to get it back to the original line of scrimmage and have a 2nd and 10. And that's going to be into the first quarter. So with the score of 14-0, Hornets lead, but the game is far from over. And we'll be right back. You're watching NetSN Friday Night Football here in East Texas. It's a beautiful time of year, everybody. We'll be right back. And we're back. There's my guy, Barry English. From Alva. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. But I'm glad you're watching. Richardson backs up. He's going to have Warren to his left. Nobody out wide, so it's going to be a handoff up the middle. He's hit. And great job by the outside linebacker to squeeze that one in. And that was going to be number 15.
Yeah, that's Zachary Adams.
Fantastic. And that is a pitch-perfect example of how to squeeze down that play. Follow
the ball.
That ball. Yeah. Follow that. I did not see if the tackle pulled or if somebody moved in the inside, but he did exactly. He squeezed down that hole there and got that tackle. Good job. So Richardson looking at the sidelines, trying to get the play. Warren will be to his left. Play clock down to 5.
And
two-step drop. Has a receiver to the outside, and it's a little wide.
Overthrew it.
Thought he was going to get it on an interception.
I don't know. That seemed
Aiden
like
Barnett was there.
Maybe there was a little miscommunication on that.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to go for.
Because he put that up high.
Well, and I think that was a post play, and Number 18, who's that number? Emmanuel Moore?
That's
I think he ran a
Moore.
little,
That's Moore.
little,
He ran a little hitch. Yeah.
Hitch play, yeah. Got a lot of people watching. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us where you're watching from. And Perry, we're glad that that everything worked out. You're my Florida guy, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a
that
false,
one.
Is that a false start?
Looks like it may be.
Yeah.
Yep, we're going to back him up a little bit. Yeah, if I remember correctly, Perry is our guy from Florida, and he watched the game right after the hurricane came through.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he's also the father of the defensive coordinator for Rusk. It's going to be 4th down, and they're going for it here.
Wow. I mean, that's like 4th and 15.
Two-step drop. Richardson with the throw, and it's going to be picked off.
Wow.
And
that's number
23. That's Moore, Hunter Moore. And Hunter Moore gets almost to midfield. And and Richardson just kind of just threw it right at him. But a great job by Hunter Moore to stand in there, get that ball. And Rusk with little signs of life here with 11:03 left in the first half. And a good job. Got some scores here. Rockwall leading Tyler Legacy right now, 10-0.
Chapel Hill, I just heard, is up over Longview Pine Tree, 7-0.
This is a good game. Actually, Vince, I wanted to see how it goes, and I picked. Hold on, we got a penalty, an illegal block on Rusk. So that's going to back him up.
Man.
So his illegal block in the back.
Again.
But Tyler High is playing Midlothian right now.
Yeah.
And Midlothian's winning 21-14 in the second quarter. Marshall 7-0 over Nacogdoches right now. And White House over Hallsville 21-7 right now. 1st and 10 here in Rusk. Stearns in the backfield, man in motion. And handoff to Lane. Lane trying to find a lane and doesn't. No, that's not Lane. I apologize.
Yeah, that is.
They switched it up on me. That's going to be Aiden Barnett.
So, I've been saying Bennett all the time.
They need to tell me when they're going to bring somebody else in. That's just what they need to do.
Stearns coming out?
Yeah, Stearns is coming out, and it looks like Lane and Barnett are out there.
Okay.
No, wait. Or is that what that is?
I think so. I think that's. Yeah. That's Lane.
We'll find out. And we got a timeout. Yeah, that's Lane and Barnett. Right. They're trying to pull a little old.
Yeah, I like it.
Wildcat, and a timeout is called. And let's see who called it. Did they say who called it? It's going to be Rusk. Timeout on Rusk, and we're going to take a timeout as well. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
And we're back from the timeout. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Lane in motion. And that's going to be Barnett. He's going to hit from the backfield. They did not fall for that, as Charles Livingston said, not on my field, even though they're on Rusk's field.
Even on Rusk's field, yeah. Well, not on my watch.
Let me tell you something. Number 8, Jaden Davis. That is a huge boy to be wearing number 8.
Yeah, he is.
That's a big boy for Athens.
I was thinking he was going to be running the football. I really did.
I mean, I think Aaron McNair and Troy Aikman and all them with 8 and 9 as their numbers, and there's a little blitz there, and almost hit. Bad throw by Stearns.
Yeah, he had a guy in his face.
Barnett tried to catch it, just unable to do so, and the punt team once again out for Rusk. Rusk just can't get anything going.
I think that was Livingston again that got in the backfield. It kind of disturbed that play that made him rush it. So.
And is Menifee, is that 20? It looks like Kedrian Menifee is back deep for the Hornets. Little change up on the line for the punt. Looks like a blitz coming in for the punt block, and good job getting the punt away. Going to go out of bounds at about the 46-yard line, and that's where Athens will take it. 9:42 left in the first half. And Vince, it's just not what I thought nor the fans, I imagine, thought would happen with Rusk tonight so far.
Yeah, I let me say this, and it's no criticism to any. I see this every time, all the day now. When I was playing, I remember coming off the field, and our coach, we would have our offensive coordinator and maybe even the lineman coaches at times. They would bring us aside from everything else, and they would counsel with us right then, and they would tell us, what are you seeing out there? You know, tell us what you're seeing, what works, what's not working. I don't really see that type of engagement anymore between the coaches and players anywhere. But I feel like we got to get back to that, especially if you want to be if you want to be top in your district, if you want to be one of those schools like kind of Carthage a little bit,
right?
You're dominating. I feel like you got to get back to that kind of communication.
Julius Brewer on the reception for about a 6-yard gain, and you're right. And one thing that I see, and this goes back to our old age, or my old age, as Richardson gets set up with 4 receivers out, but. That's going to be Warren.
Yeah, Warren.
Richardson drops, throws to the outside, and hit.
Number 4, that's Russell.
Draven Russell hits a good one, and got a little extracurricular activity going on as linemen and linebackers have a history of not liking each other.
Yeah.
But one thing that I remember when I was growing up and when I was playing the game is we weren't allowed to take our helmets off on the sidelines at all. We weren't allowed to sit down. We weren't allowed to do anything. You come off the field, your helmet stayed on.
I do remember only people sat down were if you were injured.
Yeah, we didn't sit down. Our helmets didn't come off because you had to be on the ready to go in at all times.
Yeah.
And it was a sign. I mean, even in football practice, we were never allowed to take our helmets off unless it was time to go for a water break. Handoff up the middle to Warren. Warren gets hit right at the line of scrimmage and loses. He bounces backwards and he loses a couple of yards.
Yeah.
If he'd have just gone down, he probably would have stayed right there at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. You know, and it's just an observation of mine. It's kind of a little bit of a pet peeve because I wish teams would get back to that. And like I said, I'm not picking on Rusk. I'm not.
No.
I see it everywhere.
And it's not just Rusk. It's all the teams.
Yeah, it's all the teams now.
But again, we it's a different time.
It's a different time.
You know, and we have a second down and about 12. Rolls to the outside. Richardson with the throw, and it's caught.
And a good
catch. Emmanuel Moore.
Yeah, that's Moore with that catch.
And pretty good coverage. I believe that's number 9. Yeah, number 9, Trent Byers.
But you know, especially when things aren't going your way, things aren't working, the offense ain't got to look at this right now. Bring them to the side. Let's talk about it real quick. You know. That's the perfect time to kind of make a plan for the next drive.
But it also may be a little different in smaller schools. I grew up in a bigger school where you didn't really have the, playing both sides as much.
Yeah, very true. I didn't think about it like that.
Toss to the inside, and that's Brewer again. Brewer to the outside 5, into the end zone. Touchdown.
Wow.
And
no.
Okay. That is an Academy Award-winning performance by none other than Jace Warren. Now, y'all didn't get to see it on the screen. I'm looking, and I didn't get to see it, but I watched it. And Jace Warren and Stearns, not Stearns. I'm sorry, Jace Warren and one of the other players. I can't remember who it was, but they get into a little talking match, and they kind of bumped chests, and Warren fell down and acted like he was pushed. And the referee goes, no, he shook his head. So here's the point after attempt. It's blocked.
Oh, it's blocked.
And it's picked up. And he's going to run for it. It's Tumblin. Tumblin is down to the 40. He's at half field.
Yeah.
He's to the 40.
Yeah,
45, 30.
He's gone.
20, 15, 10, 5, end zone, touchdown. Athens.
Just like that.
Now, granted, it's only 2.
It's technically not a touchdown.
It's not a touchdown, but he's in the end zone. It's a touchdown. I was going to say it's 2 points, but still.
That's the kind of spark you need right there.
All right, Mr. English, you ain't funny. Mr. English goes, I thought you had to leave your helmets on because back in the day the leather helmets were hard to get unstrapped. I'm gonna have to put you on the sideline. So 2 points, but hey, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
That was awesome, y'all. That was phenomenal. No laundry on the field.
That was perfect.
Sorry, I had to catch my breath. Excuse me. And Mr. Garza, Gus Garza wrote and said, thought there would be Athens fans backing the team up. Yeah, well, there are some. It's gotten a little bit more than there were earlier. And they're not as far away. Athens isn't that far away from here, so you would think.
No, it's not.
Lane on the return. Doesn't get a block, and he should have, but breaks a couple of tackles. And I'll tell you right now, if I was Drew Lane and I saw Aiden Barnett miss a block like that, you're not going to have a conversation on the sideline. Aiden Barnett, if he'd have blocked that guy, I guarantee you another 20 yards would have been gained. But that's just me.
All right. You gotta make something happen. You gotta make something happen now. Here, Russ.
You got a little bit of a momentum.
Yeah, you got some momentum. Roll with it.
I mean, it's not the punt return by Auburn to beat Georgia or to beat Alabama, but
that's something.
That's something.
Keep going.
Good pass, good catch.
Yeah, just baby steps. A little bit at a time.
I had to dig on Alabama because he's an Alabama fan over here with Christian.
Oh, Alabama.
Yeah, and nothing better than that loss to Tennessee on Friday. It was great Saturday.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Christian, he's over here throwing down these horns. Listen,
I know.
We still in a better spot than y'all. Y'all lost to Vandy. Let's be
yeah, if you're gonna lose to Vandy, yeah.
And we about to clown Vandy.
Yeah.
We're about to clown Vandy this Saturday. Tomorrow, we're clowning them.
Man in motion, and Stern's back. Has a receiver in the middle of the field, and and just over his head.
Ooh, man.
Wow. That's Braden Grimes, the intended receiver.
He got his hand.
I don't know if his hands got caught up a little bit
with
he almost
had it.
Aiden, number 6, Aiden White. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong.
It's third down. It's third and what, 4?
Yeah, it's third and 4.
Get 4.
Yeah, they're trying to go. You got 7 minutes left in the half. Let's go.
You just want to get a touchdown.
Nickels and dimes, not quarters in this one. We got a flag on the play. I thought I saw something. Am I seeing things? Am I having a stroke? I could have sworn I saw a flag fly up, and I did not.
I just didn't like that because it just felt like they snapped the ball and nobody moved, except for Athens. I'm not rooting for Rusk or anything, but I want to see a good game. I think Rusk is a good team, and I truly believe Athens is a good team too. So
I guess I got hit too many times in the head with my leather helmets on when I was in high school.
I was looking for it. I didn't see nothing out there. But the way they stood there, it kind of felt like it. Because some people on the line didn't move.
Punt team out there for Rusk. Good snap. Because I'm a deep snapper. We got
there's your flag right there.
I knew I saw a flag. It was just in the future.
Yeah.
And now I have to critique my deep snapper. I was a deep snapper.
Okay.
Middle school, all the way through high school. So that was a good deep snap. I was very proud of that. But they got to back him up. He's got to do it again.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, that punter, he's getting the workout tonight.
He really is. But I do have to say this about Russ. They don't look like they're down. Like they're not acting like they''ve lost. Like you would see some teams
they quit. I talk about
when you're down by 18 with 6:34 left in the half. Other teams, I think, would be devastated. But these guys, they got a little bit of momentum. They got the heads up. Bingo,
It's bouncing forward, though. Okay. A little bit.
So that one's going to go out of bounds at about the 48-yard line in Hornets territory. And that's where the Hornets will take it. 6:20 left to go in the first half. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
We are back, having a little college football discussion during the timeout. Handoff up the middle. That's going to be Warren. Warren's going to gain about 1.
Yeah, smart. That's who was that tackler there? That's number 11. Colton Anderson. He wrapped his legs up. That's smart.
And I'm gonna make a bet here, and I'm probably gonna lose it. But if I was the coach, that's all I would do right now if I was Athens. Run the ball, because you run the clock, and you don't give Rusk the ball back. You lose that momentum for him here. But they're not gonna do what I told them to do. I told you I was gonna lose that bet. Throw is high and outside, and there's a flag.
No, he did not.
And he caught the ball. Wow. That was
one-handed.
Emmanuel Moore.
That ain't him. That's not him.
Is that not? No.
No, it is. Who's
that?
That is him.
You were about to get me.
I just don't believe that.
Yeah. Goodness gracious. That's the second week in a row.
Really?
Against Rusk that somebody's caught a one-handed catch.
Wow.
That was a phenomenal catch. And I'm going to tell you this. The flag is obviously going to be denied. Aiden Barnett was on the coverage. He didn't turn his head.
No.
That's why he got the flag. You can't make contact and not turn around. If you turned around, and that would have been different. But you're going to be good either way. It's going to be right up the middle. That's going to be Warren again.
Look at this.
And he's going to make the break up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown.
Okay, look here.
And it looks like we may have an injured player. Sorry to interrupt you, Vince, but
no.
We have an injured player on the field.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
And he is.
He's rolling.
Yeah, so we're going to. Yeah.
I hope he's all right.
Yeah, it's kind of like when your baby's crying, you know which is which. So I tell you what, we're gonna step away just a second. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice.
And we are back. Zamarian Tilley was the injured player. He got up and was helped off the field. He is putting pressure on his ankle, but I think he got rolled up on probably from behind. That's what happens a lot of times. But the touchdown was in. Here's the extra point. It almost blocked again, but that does get through. So your score now, with 5:26 left in the half, the first half, 27-2. And this is a slowly and scarily getting away from Rusk.
Getting away from him.
To a point where it's going to be a lot harder in the second half to do anything. And that's just not where these Eagle fans want their team to be.
It's not even the fact that it's getting away from him. It's how it's getting away from him.
Yeah.
You watch Warren and what he did there, how he was able to make contact, spin, and then push off a defender and go the opposite way 20 yards. You just can't let that happen. You can't let stuff like that happen.
Their tackling is just not what it needs to be. It was good at first, but
when stuff like that happens, you have tacklers who are watching that one person make the contact instead of everybody joining in.
Oh yeah, yeah. And you can't.
You have to attack. Everybody
got to attack. You can't do it. The whistle hadn't blown yet. You don't stop.
You don't stop.
You want to watch the game, stand in the stands.
You see your buddy making contact, but you got to go help him. because you stand still, people like Warren are going to eat you up.
Oh, yeah, all night. All night. Here's the kickoff. And that one's going to be a good deep kickoff.
Oh, he
dropped it again. And that's going to be, I believe, number 8, Barnett.
Yeah.
And Barnett's not going to get very far. He's going to get about to the 21-yard line. And so, once again, Russ is going to have the ball, and they're going to attempt to make some things happen.
Yeah, they need to make something happen right here.
And they're going to have to try to work some things and do some good things in right before half. Because you know, and I say this all the time, I don't want to be in that locker room.
Oh, no. Now, let me say this. I know you want to throw that deep ball. You want to get that big play. You need to build up to that, though.
Yeah.
You need to build up to that. Bait them a little bit. Run the ball, make these little.
And that's laying up the middle there.
Passes here and there to get them to cheat up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then after, you've been patient and waiting on it, then you hit them for that long.
Right.
That long pass like that. So you just got to be patient, man, and just kind of work it out,
So it's going to be second. Is it going to be second down? I can't see you across there.
First down.
Is that a first down? I think you made a first down.
All right, that's Drew Lane again, and
Lane is going to be met and hit, and we're going to go backwards.
Yeah, looks like he was hit by number 14, Juan Cleto.
And they need to be going forward, not backwards, right now. He's second down and 10. Stearns in the backfield. It's going to take a little bit of a drop of the screenplay, and that was not what they wanted. And that one was read like a book. And there's that big number 8 that I've been talking about.
Didn't get out wide enough, I felt like. I don't know.
Honestly, if you want my opinion, it looked like he was surprised he got the ball.
Yeah. Like he did turn around, but it's like he went to the line of scrimmage and he stopped right there. He didn't come outside.
Yeah, when he got the ball,
That's
he looked at it like,
because the linemen were gone. They were gone. They did what they were supposed to do there.
3rd and 12. Stearns looking for the long ball again, and nothing's going to be there. That's going to be out of bounds and not very good.
I just think on a 3rd down, that is just a waste of a down. Now, that's just my opinion.
Barnett, the intended receiver on that, and Zion Tilley was the coverage guy for Athens.
Again, you're going to want to build up to it and not just default to it because nothing else is working, because that's not working either.
Well, and I don't think you can beat them on the outside. I just don't think you can. I don't think that you have the speed.
I don't know why they don't hit more guys on the inside, like on slants.
Menifee is in the back, and so is Jaden Davis.
Oh, it takes a good bounce.
They have a good eagle bounce, and that's going to go to about the 25-yard line.
Now they got to use that. Keep them out of this end zone. I don't think there's much time left.
3:20 left in the half.
3:20, okay.
So they do have a lot of time to get a touchdown. They just got to utilize it, and they got to get in there.
Like I said earlier about how they were scoring, you can't. Warren, you can control how that's working out, right? You can't do Moore when he caught that one-handed. There's just nothing else you can do.
You were covering,
that's just pure talent. There ain't nothing else you can do about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I agree 100%. That right there, you don't plan on. Yeah.
And you don't let that hang over your head.
Pass to the eyes. Did it again. Yeah. One-handed catch by Moore. He fumbled the ball, and he goes out of bounds quickly. And I don't know, did he kick that out of bounds?
He may have. I couldn't tell.
But he caught that one as well. He caught that one with one hand again. So, gain of around, I believe, 7 on the play. Handoff up the middle. That's going to be.
There we go. There we go.
That's Warren, Jace Warren.
Yeah, and he had number 11 there, Colton Anderson, again wrapping up the legs.
3 minutes left in the first half. Both teams have 2 timeouts, but I don't really see them using them, but that's just me.
I think both teams are probably wanting to go into the locker room at this point.
Yeah, get some things talked through, get some things figured out, and get some yelling done, at least one team.
Oh, man, look at that.
Breaks away. That's number 15. That's going to be Jabari Taylor, the big man, as he makes some things happen. Was there a flag on the play?
I don't know.
I'm not seeing one. Looks like they're talking about it.
Just trying to figure out where they wanted to spot him at.
Well, I was looking because the referees seemed to be huddling a little bit, but yeah, they're going to spot him.
I think they were
at about the 46-yard line. Sorry, we were trying to figure out what they were doing. Vince was looking at one, I was looking at the other.
I was just waiting to hear something, so I'm just staring.
I thought there was a flag. 2:24 left. Clock is running. First down and 10 for Athens. Richardson in the backfield. 2-step drop. Sees a guy, throws it, and dropped.
That is Moore out there on the outside.
And that'll stop the clock. It'll be second down and 10. So we're going to go to some scores here. Rockwall's 24. Tyler Legacy's 14. Longview beating Rockwall Heath 14-9 right now.
Okay.
Halftime score, Lufkin losing right now to Port Arthur Memorial 14-6. And the halftime score at Midlothian is Tyler High 14, Midlothian 21.
Okay.
Marshall 21, Nacogdoches 0 as the handoff goes to Warren.
Yeah.
And he finally goes down. He bounces back out, and we got it. Oh, and that's going to be an ejection.
There it is.
More than likely. That's Tumbling, and Tumbling punches a player in the face after the helmet has been thrown off. And so Adrian Tumbling is going to come off the field, and that's going to be a big penalty.
Not okay.
Wow.
That is not okay.
Yeah, we can't do that, guys. I know the frustration's high and the energy is high.
I mean, you costing your team doing that.
That's
right before the half.
Yeah, that's going to put 15 more yards for Athens. Coach B, we appreciate it. The feed is very nice tonight. Good. It's good to know we kind of made some adjustments on the internet here, and yes, I'm not as worried as I was the last time I was here a couple of weeks ago. So I made I kind of got with the boss man and was like, we're not doing this again. So talk to the school, and I will give props to Rusk. They helped us out to help us out up here with the internet. So I'm very pleased with Rusk ISD and Mr. Luna, the principal, who I actually have worked with. Mr. Luna was with me at Chapel Hill, and he is now here at Rusk, and they're very lucky to have him, and he has helped us out very much here at Rusk, here with that problem and with other things, helping out as well as Coach Sitton and everyone else. So we're going to wait to hear about this penalty. I'm wondering what they're going to do, if they're going to do a automatic ejection, because that's your key.
Yeah.
Because it was such a flagrant foul. I mean, he hit the player without a helmet.
Yeah.
And so I'm wanting to see what's going to happen. So we're going to go down there and see.
I'm kind of surprised none of the coaches have said anything.
Yeah. So Adrian Tumblin has been ejected from the game. which I assumed would happen.
Coach is talking to him now.
Yeah, they're going to have a conversation with him, and he's probably making his case. And I imagine that there was something that was said, there was something that was done, because I don't see Adrian. I've watched him
to the next step.
Yeah,
if it's words, you leave it at words.
Yeah, and I've watched him over the last few weeks. He's not the fly off the handle kid.
He's not.
So something had to have sparked him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So something had to have sparked him. So it's going to be first down and 10, throw to the outside, and almost picked off, but it is caught, and
that is number 5, Brewer.
Yeah, that's going to be Peary. He's going to take him down. And a 5-yard gain. But you just feel bad for players like that they just get caught up in the emotion.
Like
but you got
life lessons too, because you look at where it put them.
Yep.
You're already behind by multiple scores, and now you can't even go back out there and make it up.
Minute 32 left. They're going to let him, I guess, stay out here until halftime. Let him go in with his team.
You know,
twins to the left and to the right. So
now, if I'm the coach, the lesson ain't over. We'll continue the lesson on Monday. Afternoon with some up downs and bear crawls, but
and that's going to be a catch to the outside, and they're going to be a 1st and goal from around the 3-yard line. I'm trying to see who the receiver was.
That's Emmanuel Moore.
Is that Moore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, it's life lessons. These guys are young. I remember being that age and all that emotion, and sometimes it escapes you. It gets out, and the great coaches, they check it then.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm very, 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 very pleased by the way the coaches of the Rusk team are with the players.
You see now
they're not yelling, they're not screaming. Handoff up the middle. That's going to be Warren, and touchdown Athens.
And that's what I wanted to see. At first, I was kind of like, man, he came over here and nobody said nothing. But I like you said, I like how they're doing. They just talking to him.
Well, and that's not the only coach. That's about the third coach.
The third coach just said something to him.
That's been over to him, and
you can kind of see he's calmed down.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he's frustrated, and I'm sure something was said.
Yeah.
And but a touchdown by Athens did happen. So Athens is now up to their game. And with 1:17 left, we'll wait on the extra point. There's the snap. There's the kick, and it's through the uprights. It's good. So your score here with 1:17 left, 34-2, as Athens maintains the lead. We'll be right back. But take a breath. Don't go anywhere. And we're back. Here's the kickoff. After the touchdown, reverse of area there. And I know what he was trying to do, but
he just lost his feet.
My dad called it self-tackleization.
Yeah.
And that was Barnett trying to get it.
The grass monster. The grass monster got you. Yeah.
So that'll bring up first down and 10 for Rusk with just 1:12 left in the half. Stearns in the backfield. And flags are going to fly. No. Sorry. A timeout is going to be called. I thought I saw a flag go. I think I need to go seen or something. I don't know. It's all that leather helmet talk that Mr. English got on me here. It just kind of threw me off my game here. Timeout by Athens. And, hey, I played in a time where they had leather helmets were gone, but they did have foam inside the helmet. So when you took the helmet off, you had little foam square-looking things on your head, and yeah. Now, by the time I got into high school, junior high, by the time I got into high school, that's when the old good air pump helmets came out.
Yeah.
But in junior high or middle school, we had the foam helmet. Let me tell you something. With the plastic face guard that'll crack on you every once in a while. And those suckers hurt. That foam was not comfy. But it was not leather. First down. Handoff to Lane. He's going to kick to the outside. Tries to break a tackle, but Warren is there.
Met by number 20.
Kedrion Menifee.
Kedrion. Okay, thank you.
Kedrion Menifee.
I was trying to get that out.
It's my many years as a registrar. I've seen many, many names. Plus, I've already also done this a while. And when you're also an announcer, you do things as well. Bring up second down as the clock runs. 40 seconds left in the first half. 15 seconds left on the play clock. Possibly the final final play of the half here. Stearns throw to the outside. It's going to be caught. Bad, horrible block there, but he's going to go.
Come block for him.
It's going to be Braden Grimes. Grimes to the outside. Taken down before he can get to the.
That's so like you see how people are watching, and I'm like, no, that's why I'm screaming. Go block for him. Go.
But he's got 16 seconds. Once that ball gets set, that clock's going to go. They've got to get over to the ball.
I might throw up one here.
There goes the clock, and there's just no sense of urgency.
Yeah, I think.
And they're not. The coaches are already kind of walking that they're going to let that be the last play of the half.
I would have just shot for one more.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that. So that's going to be the final play of the first half as Athens has the lead, 34-2. Rusk getting their only points of the game off of a blocked field goal returned for a score.
Yeah.
And I called it a touchdown. They made fun of me, but he was still in the end zone. So here we go. We're going to let y'all watch the halftime show, and then we'll come back and give you some scores and updates from around the East Texas area. But again, right now your score is 34-2 as the Hornets have the lead. We'll be back after halftime. Enjoy the show, everybody.
find you anything else.
They're old and see now. You wouldn't know.
Tell Reese, find me, and Reese will find me. And say, go find him and get some money.
Why should I bring him?
When she was here before and had the cheerleaders, I go to basketball game. I always said the same thing. She'd be way down the other end, and then she would stand up and going, Reese, there he is. Right there.
If he didn't want to take one of their children, he should have had it.
That's it, I guess. I guess that's the way it is. Y'all all right? Yeah, back from the cruise. How'd that go? Good. I kept watching the weather, and the cold front was coming down here. Frost from New York to Atlanta.
Introducing the 24th Athens High School Stingerettes. Under the full direction of E.M. Dance, Miss Amanda McLean and Mrs. Megan Brewer. Social officers for the Stingerettes are Junior Chaplain Giselle Rainey, Senior Social Media Officer Eileen Garcia, Junior Secretary Marlene Ornelas, Senior Vice President Kaylee Miranda, Senior President Hannah Perry. Dance officers for the Stingerettes are Sophomore Lieutenant Montserrat Vasquez, Junior Lieutenant Adelani Hernandez, Senior Lieutenant Katie Garcia, Senior Lieutenant Michelle Fryray, Senior Lieutenant Destiny Davis, Senior Captain Samara Martin. Stingerette managers are Emily Rodriguez, Ruth Verdi, and Keely Ray. Stingerette of the week is Leslie Robles. Now get ready to be entertained as the Stingerettes perform an exciting string routine to 25 or 6 to 4. The Stingerettes would like to give a big thank you to the Pride of the Hornets Band.
That last one where he ripped his helmet off and pushed him out. He was over here complaining when people grabbing my man. Off the truck. Reese said that I asked him how Athens was. He said, they were really good until we started. returned a good bit.
Yeah, they said they were about a week from peace, but I thought, boy, they're a week from peace. They look great.
Right. The whole time I was going up there, it was hard to tell peace from
a week ahead.
Right.
I had no idea.
I don't know. I thought
Yeah, there's some places where
Y'all went to Albany, right? Stop there.
that's
You see, back in the 1600s, that's why they built the fort there. Because boats couldn't get past Albany.
And the boat came around after the cruise. Around from the water. And you can see how they could put the gun in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Athens Independent School District is proud to present the Athens High School Pride of the Hornets Marching Band. They are under the field directions of drum majors Kelly Burris and Caitlin Capps.
He backed into several chords, but I actually watched him most of the while.
Tonight's musical selections include Precision Fanfare by Ray, Henderson Field by King, and King Size by Frank. And now, on the field, continuing in the tradition of excellence. The Pride of the Hornets Marching Band. as our talented majorettes pour out to the hit song 25 or 6 to 4. Precision military drill to Coral King's Voice of America and the Gallant Marines.
And we're back, and I already got the kickoff going. Sorry about that. We got a lot faster than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be the we were just talking about this, Vince. I think that's going to be the story of the second half.
Yeah.
If any more happens, or even if it doesn't, I think they're going to run the clock
Just let it
a little bit more in the second half.
Yeah.
And I hate that for Rusk, and I've seen that more and more this season in certain games and heard about it more and more.
Well, when you think about it, there's no need in Warren Davis.
Yeah, good catch by Warren Davis there. But only gain of 1 yard, so you can't really get 10 yards in 4 plays with a yard at a time, Vince.
Jackson got 3 last names. Jackson Warren Davis.
Hey.
I like it.
You got to do what you got to do, man.
I like it.
Got to do what you got to do. So here we go. 3rd down and 8. Stearns. He's surrounded by players. Hands it off to Lane. And Lane tries to get it in bad blocking and some.
It's just not a lot of room out there.
Yeah.
You know, and I get trying to get him out in space.
And my question, Vince, and you may get, they go to the left a lot, and they haven't really utilized. They're using the small side of the field.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't understand the concept, and I guess they see something that we don't, obviously, because they look at film, they look at things like that. But to me, I always thought you want to use you got the speed, give him the ability to get out to the bigger side of the field, to the wider side of the field, and bounce that out. And a fumbled snap, it's going to go over the punter's head, and he just that drop on it. A great job and a good job by number 19. I think that's number 19. On the defense of Athens, Christian Raddles, Radels or whatever. I think it's Radels or.
It's just not working out
anyway,
for us tonight at all.
It's a comedy of errors, really, for Athens tonight, and it's frustrating because, and it's got to be frustrating for these players and these fans, but and you've seen them play, but for me as well, I've seen them play a lot this season,
and they've been competitive.
They're a good team.
They really are,
and so to watch it, it's just like, ugh, come on, guys.
Now. Let me be fair to Athens too. I've been kind of ragging on Athens.
Yeah, they're a good team.
I said not ragging, but bragging on Athens for a couple of years now because they're pretty good too. Now they were just in a different district where, you know,
I watched them with Chapel Hill. And I've watched them against Chapel Hill, and they've given Chapel Hill a run for their money in the last few years.
Absolutely.
And speaking of fumble on the snap, and that's because Jabari Taylor is not the normal quarterback. They're back in that big goal line type offense, Wildcat offense there. Brings up 2nd down and goal, back it up to the 10.
Yeah, I mean, Athens, they've been real competitive for years.
Yeah, I've watched them for the past 2 or 3 years.
They sat in a district where you had Lindale, Kilgore, and Chapel Hill staring you down. You know.
All 3 who have been very far into the playoffs of the last.
And then and Palestine.
Well, Palestine's
people
tough.
Forget, Palestine was tough too. So they're battle tested.
They are.
Yeah.
Handoff. Warren tries to bounce around, ducks that head. He is an old school.
He is
old school running back. That's how he just ducks and goes.
He takes those hits and he rolls with them and he just keeps rumbling.
It's gonna be 9 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Richardson looks to the sidelines, tries to get the play, gets one. Warren to his left. He's going to take not really much to go for a little bit of a play and a good defensive play.
He threw
did.
It up for more, but
Braden Grimes was there on the coverage.
Great defense on that.
That'll bring up 4th down, and a kick unit is going to come out, and Augustin Rodriguez.
Now, I will say, you can stop this, because every time they prepared for an extra point or a field goal, I've seen my man over here on this edge come across it every single time. Now, if he
They've almost blocked it. They blocked it once, ran it back.
Block it once. I feel like if he sell out on this, he'll get it.
And it's blocked. And it's going to be picked up. Oh, it's kicked. They're playing a little soccer now. And the flag, did I see a flag? I could have sworn I saw a flag. No, I didn't see one.
Not this time. Not this time.
Nope, but it is going to be picked up by Rusk. They're going to get the ball. Good block. That's the second block they've had.
I said it. I said that, man.
You did call it. Dayton Peary.
Yeah.
With
every time they've kicked, he's been right there.
I'm not going to call flags anymore because I just apparently am seeing flags thrown everywhere now. There's a flash or something that I keep seeing. I don't know what it is, but it seems like something keeps coming into my eye frame here. Of course, I'm sitting right in a window frame area, so I'm having to go back and forth. They're going to mark it at the 25-yard line. I thought he made it further than that, but that's where they're going to mark him.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
I don't either.
That may have been where he kicked it at.
No, he kicked it up further. Well, I don't know. Again, we don't have the replay. If we had instant replay, we're working on that. First down and 10. 25-yard line. It's going to be a toss-up. And that's going to be Trendon Bonin. He's going to come around the corner. He's a wide receiver. He tried to do a little bit of razzle-dazzle with Stearns. And no gain on the play. In fact, I think he lost.
I like what they're trying to do. Something's. There needs to be. I don't know. You need to sell it just a little bit more. I'm assuming. Because you don't want them to just be able to read the fact that you just handed that ball off to him. You want to kind of let him graze by you and just hand it off to him.
Speaking of handoff, that's going to go to Barnett. Barnett's going to try to get to the outside, but a good job by the defense of the Athens Hornets.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Kedron Menifee along with Jace Warren and Cody Carter. I believe I apologize, Jaden Davis. Big number 8 made that run all the way across from the defensive tackle position.
And I'm sorry, let me clear this up a little bit, what I was saying a minute ago. You want to sell it. I hope I was explaining that right.
Yes.
As a quarterback, you want to sell it.
Yes.
So as he comes by you, you don't want them to be able to see the ball go to that receiver.
No, I agree.
And then once you do, go the other way so they chase you. If you stand there, they know you don't have it. So you're not fooling anybody.
Yeah, you want to run, you want to act like it, and I agree with you. And I was thinking of a nice way to say that.
Yeah, that's what. I had to clear it up a little bit.
I got you because I watched and he did, and that was Barnett, by the way, on the run, and no gain on that. In fact, I think he lost a yard. And after the good defensive stand, after the fumbled punt. We're back with the punt team coming out for Rusk. 6:28 and counting left in the third quarter. And I felt like we just started the third quarter.
Yeah, and there's your flag right there.
Hey, there's a flag. And that's going to be on the offense, sounds like. They're going to back him up a little bit. False start. And I just feel bad. And not to take anything away, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not wanting to take anything away from Athens because Athens is a good football team.
They really are.
And they have played their hearts out tonight and rightfully have the 34-2 lead. But Athens is better than this.
Rusk.
I mean, not Athens. Sorry, Rusk. Rusk is better than this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's going to be Menifee. Menifee's going to take it at about the 40-yard line, and he's going to cross into the 30. He's to the 20.
Flag.
That's going to be going to be a peel-back block. You can't do that.
Can't do it.
And that is actually a peel-back block. That's going to end up coming back.
Yeah, he got it.
And the coach is mad, yelling at the referee. Now, a couple of weeks ago, there was a beautiful block that I was told was a peel-back block that was here. It was not, because the receiver was 15 yards in front, eye-line front of the defensive player before he blocked him. So they're going to back him up 15 yards from around the 32-yard line. But they didn't call that one a penalty because, again, in front of, and of course, by rule, technically peel back block. But no, that was just a beautiful block. That receiver just came back. I mean, he did everything but hold up a sign saying, "Hey, I'm about to hit you." or block you, and he put head across the shoulder pads in the chest, and said, "How are you doing? Have a seat." First down and 10 from the 48-yard line. Fakes the handoff, throws it, and that's going to be past him to the 30-yard line. Down to the 25-yard line goes, I believe that would have been Jaden Davis, number 8.
Yeah, there's a couple of tacklers on that. Arthur Hill, Darden Peary, and I missed that last guy. I believe that may have been number 9, Trent Byers.
And they are running the clock no matter what now. They're not even spotting the ball on the first downs, Vince. So they're looking like it because we got 5:19 left in the ball game. Or in the third quarter, sorry.
Play enough football.
Yeah.
You see nights like this. You know, it happens.
Hand off to Warren. He's hit in the backfield. He's trying to break some tackles, but I don't think it's going to happen. And I know Kyle Hooper was a part of that. So was Dayton Peary. And hitting Warren in the backfield and does a good job on the defense. Defense really and truly playing fairly good in the second half.
Yeah. Yeah.
Defense has played fairly okay all game long, despite the score.
Yeah.
But you can't do much when your offense comes on, and I mean, you're tired as a defense when your offense doesn't do much.
Absolutely. And then you're right back out there.
Yeah. You have barely time to get a sip of water, and all of a sudden it's 4 and out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure they are exhausted.
It's going to be second down and 12, maybe 13, and he's hit as he throws as Richardson. Beautiful pass, and it's caught.
Oh, my God.
It is caught by Emmanuel Moore once again with the one-handed catch. My goodness.
All right, I'm done.
Somebody check his gloves. He has got to have glue on those things. That was amazing. The second catch he has made, one-handed, beautiful coverage and beautiful catch. Touchdown, Athens. Wow.
I'm speechless, really. Like, all I can say is he is him.
Augustin Rodriguez with the kick. It is up. It is through. It is good. 41-2. And with 4:21 left in the third quarter, and I am in awe of Emmanuel Moore, number 18, for the Athens Hornets, making a spectacular catch.
I need to know where he's going to school, because you can't make catches like that and not go to the next level.
And guess what? He is a junior on this Athens team. 6'3", 180 pounds. He's got to have hands the size of baseball. I mean, it's a baseball mitt.
Yeah.
Because it's amazing. And that's the third catch with one hand, because he made one out of bounds earlier in the second quarter.
Yeah.
But holy mackerel, that was a phenomenal catch by...
I didn't even want to believe he caught it. In my mind, he dropped it. I was like, ain't no way you catching that.
Wow. And he tucked that in and did the roll. That was just a great play. And I love that we got to watch that. That was phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a great play by a very talented young man.
And that's why I love doing this job right here. Yeah. It's not really a job. It's more of a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
It's to see the talent that is on that these kids have. It's just awesome to watch. Here's the kickoff by Augustin Rodriguez. Love that name, by the way. That's going to be caught and out of bounds.
You watch enough Rusk, you know Rusk got some talent too.
Oh yeah.
Because Drew Lane, I've seen him do some things that the average man ain't doing. So,
right. Well, and one guy we haven't really talked much about tonight, but I know is very good, and that's Carter Holland, number 44. He's their defensive end and their tight end. That guy is a good talent and is a phenomenal talent for them, and he is a senior this year, but he is great at what he does as well. And Stearns is good. He's coming in his own. He's got it. He's got to,
and one of my favorites is Aiden Barnett. I've seen him do some things too, and the last time I got to watch them.
There's Lane right there and makes a good 15-yard run for a first down. He didn't even get touched, I don't think, until he reached about 11 yards. Yeah. But no, they have a lot of good talent on this team.
They really do.
Trent Byers is another one to watch, and unfortunately, a lot of these are seniors that we're talking about, and so it's a big rebuild time for the Rusk Eagles to try to get them to going here, because they're going to lose a lot of their players here. It's going to be 1st and 10 And they didn't like what they saw, and it looks like Athens kind of got a little stunt looking like they're about to push. And they do from the backside. Lane gets it, and he gets hit and stood up by number 15, Jabari Taylor.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, they did have a stunt from the backside. Do what?
Taylor, the running back slash quarterback slash
everything else.
Yeah.
Well, and they had a stunt from the backside. Mason Shelton on the outside linebacker. And he's actually a middle linebacker, but he came from the outside and hit from the back, helping Taylor do that one. Going to be second down and about 9. Stearns throws. Oh, no, fakes it. Makes a good throw to the outside, and it's caught. And it's going to be Braden Grimes, and Grimes is all the way end zone. Touchdown.
Rusk. This is what I'm talking about.
Now, all I saw, I looked down, I looked back up, and there was a player on the ground. So he must have juked him out of the way.
Man, he tried to make the play, and he just, I can't even describe how he did that. He just kind of pushed him out the way, but he was crossing his body as he did it, so he pushed him, and he fell, and he just
So it was a good, well, I saw him catch the ball, and I was looking for the name real quick, and I looked back up, and I knew he was going, but I saw the player out of bounds, or on the ground out of bounds. Yeah. So number 13, Carlos Gallen, is going to make the kick, and the extra point is good. So just like that, a little momentum going, 41-8 with 2:43 left in the third quarter. We're going to take a break real quick. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're watching NetSN on Friday Night Football here in East Texas. Brought to you by Brandy Garner, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. We'll be right back.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
And we are back here at Jim Swink Field at Eagle Stadium. And a good touchdown run by Braden Grimes. Good kick there. Going to go out of bounds, unfortunately, so it's not a good kick. And kind of had a referee run into one of the players on the sidelines, so they're having a little talk. They're going to try to give you some scores here real quick. I got Vince looking on one, I'm looking on the other.
Kilgore 45, Palestine 0.
That's not a shocker.
Yeah, Kilgore is tough. We were just talking about them in the half. Lindale 22, Maybank 0 in the third quarter.
I have a Longview Rockwall Heath 14-15. Rockwall Heath is up in the third quarter.
Yeah.
So that's a real close game. Lufkin, Port Arthur Memorial are tied at 23 in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
So that's a big one there. It's going to be first down. Richardson's going to hand off. No, he doesn't. He fakes me out. He passes to the outside to Emmanuel Moore. Moore gets a first down, and Moore.
I just don't know how you stop that kid.
That kid is going places, and if he's not going to college somewhere,
it's a travesty.
It's a travesty. Somebody here is not doing it, but if they're not looking at him, I'm telling you right now, we're going to send this reel. I'm going to send some reels to colleges.
you come talk to me. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it.
I'll send you some stuff. We'll let you look at that.
This guy is amazing.
Tyler High and Midlothian are tied at 28 in the fourth quarter.
Center was up. What did I have that score? 30-46 in the third quarter.
And that's going to be a handoff up the middle, and a lot of flying bodies there. Looked like Dayton Peary kind of jumped on the top to get Jace Warren down,
yeah,
which is kind of funny.
Jace Warren is another one, man. He is just tough. That was. Oh.
So it'll be second down and about 8 to go. Marshall all over Nacogdoches, 28-0 in the third quarter. I don't know if you said that one yet.
No, I didn't.
Richardson back to pass. He goes down. Chad McEwen. I believe that was Chad McEwen. Let me make sure. Yep, Chad McEwen.
That was it.
Thank you, Mr. Announcer, dude. Sometimes you can't tell with these jerseys, but Chad McEwen makes that one. It's going to be third down and long.
I don't know if you said Carthage, but Carthage is up 42-0.
Over?
Over Bullard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Feel bad for Bullard.
Over everybody.
Wow. Third down and 14. And that's going to be are they going to are they going to That's hard to tell. They stopped the play. It's going to be encroachment. Yep. Yeah. Well, Wills Point all over Kemp right now, 48-0. And it looks like Pleasant Grove all over Gilmer right now, 21-3 in the fourth quarter. Canton over Ferris, 28-14 in the third quarter. And Center over Brownsboro, 21-6 right now. Our sister station over there. And Center, shout out to you guys. Van over Pittsburgh, 49-0 in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
As we go down to the field, third down and 9. Richardson back, going to throw a little thing to Manuel. Manuel gets it into midfield as Moore tries to bounce out. He does. He gets to the 25. He's at 20, cuts to the midfield. 15, 10, 5, end zone, touchdown.
I'm not one to say this, but it ain't no use.
Yeah.
Just let that kid do
and he looked like he was jogging.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He just kind of like, yeah.
And even when you had the angle, he was just like, no, I'm not done yet.
I got things to do.
Yeah. I want one more touchdown.
Hey, Christian, what's the Chapel Hill score? Okay, that's what I thought. I was just making sure. 13-7, Pine Tree leads Chapel Hill. 15-0, Lindale leads Maybank as Augustin kicks that one through. I love that first name, by the way. That one is in there. 48-9. Is our score. We'll be right back. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to stay here. Sulphur Springs is ahead of Nevada Community. Where's that? I've never heard of Nevada Community. But
I haven't either.
They're up over, Sulphur Springs up over Nevada Community 28-7 in the third quarter. And Palestine Westwood is up over Teague 42-28 right now.
A lot of controversy with. Let me hush.
Something I need to. Am I in the middle of something I need to know?
No. It ain't worth. It ain't something to talk about on here.
I got you. We already have a final for tonight. As Woodville beats New Waverly 38-0. Let's see. Have we talked about Grand Saline yet?
No.
Grand Saline is up over Lone Oak 21-7. Malakoff over Rains right now, 49-0. Winsboro over Mount Vernon right now, 56-0. A lot of nothings. Dieball over Fairfield, 20-7. Liberty Ilu over White Oak, 64-14 right now in the third quarter. That's a third quarter score.
Did you call Beckville and Hawkins?
I did not.
Beckville is up 34-28 over Hawkins right now. Well, you know what? That's not an updated score. I'm sorry. That was at the half, so
okay.
I'm telling what it is now.
Alrighty. And that's going to be Xavier Reggie takes that one. So Rusk will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Troop and West Rusk. This is a good game. I actually picked Troop to win this. But their Troop is down 14-7 in the third quarter to West Rusk. So still winnable. ARP. This is a halftime score, so anybody got an update, let me know. But I have ARP leading Winona 38-20. right now. New Diana all over Buffalo, 63-0 right now. Dangerfield all over Hugh Springs, 36-0 right now. Wascom, we have a final in that score. Wascom over Big Sandy, 55-16. That was last night, though.
Oh, okay.
That was last night's score. Is a run up the middle by Lane, I believe. Yeah, Lane gets a good 7-yard run.
Tomball Christian is up over Brook Hill right now, 34-10 in the fourth quarter.
Wow. And Overton's leading Alto right now, 45-27. And I actually picked Overton, I believe, to win that one. Lovelady beat Mount Enterprise, 52-22. Second down and 3. Hand off to Lane. Lane cuts up the middle, and he's stopped immediately by a bunch. And one of the bunch is a bunch by himself. Big 6'1", 220-pound. Well, I apologize. That was the wrong one. But number 70, Eddie Cleto. He's a senior for Athens. Big old boy right in the middle. And the reason I knew he wasn't 6 foot whatever is because he's not, looking at him. But he's a big old boy.
Let's see here. I got
So it's going to be third down. They lost a couple of yards. So it'll be third and around 5, maybe 4. Stearns back, rolls to the right-hand side, tries to find a crease and doesn't get it. He found one, but it closed up really quick.
Yeah, I didn't know if he saw that defender there.
And Juan Cleto
kind of stepped up into him.
Juan Cleto gets it. And Midlothian won 42-28. Okay, Midlothian's the winner against, is it Tyler High?
Yeah.
42-20. That's a final. Centerville over Groveton, 52-0. That's a final.
I have Fruitvale Bobcats over the Tyler Heat, 38-16.
Wow.
Some scores, some teams you don't hear about much. So.
Here's a big one, and I'm going to tell it to you here in a minute. Here's the punt. Good punt. Good night. It's a beautiful punt. And
who threw?
That was a good.
Throw something up?
Yeah, but that was where he caught it. He threw it where he caught it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It was just so high. I was like, what?
Aiden White on the return. Here's one that I did not know was going to happen. Union Grove and Harleton. Harleton, I don't think Harleton's won maybe one game this season. Harleton's beating Union Grove 35-14 right now in the fourth quarter. So Elysian Fields is beating Ore City 42-35. Como Picton losing to Quinlan Bowles right now, 27-20. Hawkins losing to Beckville right now, 49-42.
Dangerfield over Hugh Springs, 42-0.
Now this is a good game too, Vince. Carlisle is beating Frankston right now, 28-26.
Okay.
And now that's a third quarter score, but I believe it's pretty accurate. Richardson with the handoff. No, that's actually not Richardson, as they have a new quarterback out there, I believe.
And
that's going to be Zayn Tilley.
Okay.
And he's a sophomore, so they're getting a little bit of other people.
Shelton Chargers over Bishop Gorman Crusaders, 21-0 in the third quarter.
And I just got a score update. Chapel Hill is up 14-13 over Pine Tree right now.
Okay.
So we got some new blood in there. Vince, we got Tilley, who's a sophomore for Athens. Good throw to the outside. They're going to run the clock. And 8:23 left in the ball game. We need to. Because we are in the fourth quarter. They moving the clock really fast. Everybody, I apologize. We didn't change it on the screen. Referee having a conversation with the coach. Probably some extra things happening.
Yeah, they just want to make sure everybody stays safe. No more, antics. Extra.
Well, there's a lot of players on the sidelines from Rusk over there. And I don't know if some talking. I'm sure some jawing's happening. A lot of angst going on.
Yeah.
St. Augustine is over Shelbyville. That was a halftime score, 17-12. And Garrison beat Hemphill 37-0. And a handoff up the middle is going to get a first down. We've got a fumble. But looks like Athens is going to get it back. Fourth quarter score, Grace is losing to Austin Hyde Park Baptist right now, 39-15. And I'm going to work on getting a score for Brookhill. All Saints beat McKinney Christian 47-7. And Gorman is losing 21-0 to Dallas Shelton. Think you can find the Brookhill score for me? It's a handoff up the middle. I know Brett and them are down there.
Yeah. I still have it 34-10. Tomball Christian. Over Brookhill. I'm sorry. I need to say that.
It's going to be second down for Athens. It's going to be about 2nd and 7. As this game creeps closer to the end, 6:27 left in the ball game.
Hand off to number 19.
Goes to the outside.
That is Christian Rudels.
Radels. And looks like they're getting some playing time to some younger or some, he's a senior, but to some others.
Yeah, that's always good. You want to get some experience. Get a couple of snaps in if you haven't played. Never know, you find some diamonds in the rough like that.
Oh, yeah. First down and 10 for Athens. Clock still rolling.
Waiting to get the play in.
Yeah, I almost said shot clock. The play clock's down to 5 right now until I'm ready for basketball season. And they just kind of let that go. Runner's going to get hit. That's number 14, Juan Clito Jr. He's going to carry that up.
Something I didn't think about, and this is not to take away from what I've seen this young man do all night and more, but I will say this. His job got a little bit easier when Tomlin was put out of the game.
Yeah.
You know, it really opened up for him, you know, and that's just, again, like we talked about, one of those life lessons where you see that and you know you had the power to change that, you know?
Right.
So I'm sure he's already learned and he's calmed down and you know, I imagine in the next couple of weeks he's going to be.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna have a fire lit up under him. So,
and that's going to be a third down run by the new quarterback that's in there, number 24, Zion Tilley, and that 34-10 score in Tomball, where Brookhill is the final.
It's the final.
Yeah, that's the final.
Didn't go nowhere. So.
Yeah, so that'll bring up fourth down, I believe, with 3:53 left in the ball game here.
Yeah.
And counting. Actually, that's going to be third down. I thought they just had third down, but either they haven't changed it over there or I'm wrong. It's happened once or twice in my life. Tilley looking over, trying to find the play that he wants. Finally gets it. Goes up, play clock down to 2. And they're going to have to call a timeout because it was all down there as he didn't get it. They're going to take a break, and we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
All right.
And we are back. Timeout is over. So Tilly, once again, looking for the play. Finally gets it. Goes back. And he's rushed and he's hit. And a great job.
Wow.
That's
That was,
Arthur Hill.
Arthur
Comes straight
Hill.
up the middle out of nowhere.
Fired at him like a cannon, man. He just came out of nowhere.
He did. I didn't even see him. He's in the safety position. And just fly in and makes a hit on Tilly. Good job by Tilly, though, to cover the ball and go down.
Yeah.
2:50 left in the ball game. And if you're just joining us, where have you been? One. And yeah, the score is not a fluke. It is 48-9.
Yeah. You know, I always say, like, in October, these October games kind of go like this.
Yep.
You know, that Halloween, you get closer to Halloween, you get these wonky scores out of nowhere. So,
Tilly back. There's the pass. Beautiful pass. Beautiful spiral and incomplete. And that was Reese Groom. I bet you it's Reese Groom. And he tried to do his interpretation of Emmanuel Moore.
Yeah.
And reach out and pull it in, but just doesn't have the gloves.
Yeah.
So it's a turnover on downs, and that's where Rusk will have it with 2:15 left in the ball game. And I will say that Emmanuel Moore, talking about him, he has just been a phenomenal thing to watch tonight with those beautiful catches that he has made.
Yeah, he's definitely on my radar.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. I want to see where he goes from here.
Yeah,
I know he's just a junior, but I want to see where he goes from here.
The letters have to be pouring in at this point.
First down and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Handoff up the middle lane, tries to get it. He pulls some people with him and gain of about 3-2. Gets right at midfield, so it'll be second down. Got that drum line beat going. Love that sound. Same writer's been writing the same drum line since I was in high school. Clock winding down. Minute 25 left in the ball game. Second down. Twins to the left. Man in motion. Stearns. Handoff. Good run to the outside by Lane. Almost the line to gain, about 2 yards shy. It'll be third down and short. Minute 5 left in the ball game.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Lane is just a sophomore. He gets older. By the time he's a senior, man, he's gonna be a monster if he sticks at it. Like you can see it.
Yeah.
You can see the talent in him, and think that.
Oh yeah.
He's just a sophomore. It's so much more growing and maturing to do.
Yeah, and it's the talent of the team. It's going to be interesting to watch him.
Yeah.
Man in motion, hand off to Lane. Lane's going to go to the inside, and he's hit. And he's stood up by Sebastian Delgado, Jr. And that is probably going to be the final play of the game, as it's 25 seconds left. And I'm not sure they're going to do it. Yep, that's going to do it.
That's going to do it right there.
Rusk is making their way off the field. Therefore, Athens is making their way off the field. And that's going to be the ball game here in Rusk. Your final score, as it clicks down at 5 seconds, is going to be Athens 48, Rusk 9. And that's the ball game. That's all she wrote.
That's it.
And so, yeah,
I mean, it was
not really much to talk about.
Yeah, it wasn't really competitive. It got away from them pretty early. And they just were never able to recover from it.
Yeah, so hate that for Rusk. They played a hard ball game, but it just got away from them early, and they just couldn't get back above water. So, well, all right, guys, not much to talk about. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up and get ourselves out of here, get home. Hey, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend and a great Halloween next week. myself, I don't know who's with me next week, but I will be back here in Rusk as the Rusk Eagles host Carthage here at Rusk High School. And so no comment on that one. But Carthage will be here. It's a district game. So I will be back. I hope you will be back too. And hope you have a great week. And thank you for joining us.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, on behalf of Vince, Christian, and Isaiah, this is Keith signing off. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.
Tonight. Let your brother count on you every play tonight. Okay? And come out and have fun. The gates are locked. Ain't nobody getting out now. They can't run.
The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most outstanding sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at netsn.live.